All right. I'm sorry about that, y'all. We back. I'm gonna give you all a few seconds to get back up in here. Sorry about that, man. The mic, I forgot to put the mic on. My apologies. Come on back up in here, man. We back up, we live. Hit that like button down below if you like these videos. Let me give you all another few minutes to get back up in here. Sorry about that, Charlie. Sorry about that, Jason. My apologies. Forgot to put the mic up there. So much stuff going on here right now. Hit that like button down below. I'm going to go share the video one more time. Come on back up in here, guys. All right. Let's get back into it. So when we last left the last few seconds, I was explaining to you guys what cause and effect is. And I see Charlie's back in the building. Charlie, thanks for coming back in. Jason, come on back in here. Where's Diamond Onyx? Come on in here. All right. So I was explaining to you guys what cause and effect is. The operation or relation of a cause and its effect. Cause and effect plays an important part in the universe. So today I want to talk to you guys about why are we so comfortable with anger? Why are we so comfortable being angry? And the picture that you have in front of you is it happens all the time. It happens all the time where there are situations that come up, and because of cause and effect, the situation goes either one way or the other. This young lady had the opportunity when this man was yelling at her in her face, angry. I don't know why he was angry. We don't know the whole story. I'm pretty sure the person that recorded this from the cell phone, we are probably going to see more video coming out soon. But this young lady had the opportunity to leave the restaurant. This woman had the opportunity to walk away from the situation. And I know a lot of y'all out there, are going to say, Onslaught, why should she have to leave? Onslaught, why does she have to go? Onslaught, why does she? I get it. And in reason, you guys are right. She doesn't have to walk away from the situation. She doesn't have to say, hey, man, why are you in my face? She doesn't have to leave this. He should be able to have enough self-control to control his emotions. So I know some of you are going to say why she didn't leave the premises, why she didn't go outside, why she didn't come back in. Why she didn't just go outside, wait for her food. When her food is ready, go back in there. That guy probably got his food. He's probably gone. I get my food. There's no altercation. I go home to my family. There's a cause and effect to everything. And you can flip that the same way too. The same way how this man is angry too. Listen, I don't know what somebody could say to you to get you that angry for some food. But the same goes for him. If the lady keeps on talking, keeps on answering you, keep on telling, he could have walked outside as well. And Charlie has a comment. Charlie is in the comment section. Charlie says, these women be pushing our buttons too. But you can't beat down a woman like that. He should have left the restaurant and took the L. But here's the thing. What L is he taking, Charlie? What L is he taking? A woman is answering you back? A woman is being loud to you? A woman is probably, you were waiting online and she probably jumped the line. I'm not saying that she did. I'm just, what is the reason that he's taking an L? What L is he taking? By having some decency? By having some self-control? This man couldn't calm himself down enough to get to that point. I want to show you guys another picture. Let me show you guys another picture. And again, we're talking about cause and effect today, guys. We're talking about situations where you have the opportunity for things to go certain ways. You have the ability to either go left or go right. In many situations in our lives, we have choices that will take us either in one direction or another direction, and you're at that point. This picture right here, this is that point. And if you haven't read the whole story, if you don't know what the whole story is, the end conclusion is the man lost his life. The young woman's son was outside the restaurant watching this as this man was verbally assaulting his mom. When cause and effect happened and he finally crossed that line, people say it's karma. Is karma real? This man had 2 children. I don't know if they're boys or girls. I saw a picture of him with his children. He was a father of 2 kids. I need you guys to drop a comment in the comment section. Hit the comment section down below. I see Mr. Malloy's in the building. Mr. Malloy, thank you for joining the stream. I need you guys to hit the comment section down below. Tonight, we're talking about cause and effect. We're talking about situational times. Situational times when something happens and you have the ability to take it in multiple different directions. There is a cause and time when you can pinpoint a certain moment when everything either goes left or right. And the video that people posted up with this argument, it wasn't even a 20-second video. About 20 seconds of video, maybe. And for that 20 seconds of video, there could have been more argument. We don't have the whole full story. So there could have been more arguments. As I said before, the young lady that was in the argument with the man, she had the opportunity to leave the restaurant. She had the opportunity when this argument started to develop more and more and more. She sees that he's getting more and more angry, which I am not protecting that man with his anger at all. I am just explaining to you what I'm looking at on the video. She can see every time he says, don't talk to me, don't answer me, she answers and it gets him more and more irritated, more and more angry. She had the opportunity to say, you know what? Let me go outside. Let me go sit in my car. Let me go get out of this situation right here before this angry black man here says or does something. He also has the opportunity to calm his butt down. Let's be honest. What are you so angry about? Charlie just put a post up in there. Charlie said earlier that what's his name? Taxstone just got 35 years in prison. And we all know why Taxstone went up in Urban Plaza. Argument ensued, shooting. We got Sarah in the building. Sarah is here. Sarah has a few comments. Sarah says, freedom of speech. Yes, yes, yes. She has the right to say whatever she wants to say. He has the right to say whatever he wants to say. Yes, today we are talking about cause and effect. Sarah sent me something earlier, and I hope Sarah's okay with me sharing a few pieces of this conversation we had earlier. This is some things that Sarah said. Sarah said to me, thank you for this, Sarah. These are some really, really good points. Sarah says, not clear why it's okay for a 14-year-old to carry a gun. Very important point. Look on the screen. The son is outside the restaurant watching the altercation. Okay? Look at the screen. Sarah has a great point. Not clear why it's okay for a 14-year-old to carry a gun. Sarah also says, not sure why and what the woman and the man were arguing about. Again, we don't know the whole picture, why they were arguing. Another great point. Sarah has another point. Not clear why man's default response is to physically harm a woman. I want to pause on that one right there. Sarah, thank you very much for those points. Some amazing points. We got some chats there. Sarah says, she. We're going to get to him too, Sarah. We're going to get to him. Sarah also says, humans need to learn self-control. Don't put your hands on people. 100% agree. Mr. Malloy has a few comments. Mr. Malloy says, that man was wrong for putting his hands on that woman. She didn't touch him. She was just using her words. Just like Sarah said, freedom of speech. His anger got the best of him, and she provoked the situation. Mr. Malloy has another comment. Mr. Malloy says, just wish they both had the opportunity to handle that situation better, to show the youth how grown folks handle conflict. I want to pause on that as well. Sarah, thank you for the comments. Mr. Malloy, thank you for the comment. This is a very good comment as well. And I know Sarah also said in her comment, we focus on she. But again, like I said, there is a cause and effect situation where both individuals had the opportunity to make this go a different way. And I asked you guys before, I asked you earlier, why are men so comfortable being this angry? Why are men comfortable putting their hands on people? Like I just said earlier, it is said, I can verify, this man is a father of 2 children. So the 2 kids now have no father. Why is it that a man is so comfortable being angry at a female for words? Words. I want to put up another picture here for you guys before. I want to put up another picture here for you guys. If you're here right now in the stream, hit that like button down below. Like the video, please. Cause and effect. This is the end result. This was when everything changed. Not when they were arguing. Not when they were verbally going back and forth. That verbal back and forth, that could have gone. She could have walked away. He could have walked away. Both of them could have walked away. The restaurant could be closed. Whatever it is. No one could have said anything to each other. This is where it all changed. It is in no way acceptable for a man to put his hands on a woman like this. Cause and effect. Why are there so many angry black men out there? You telling me that you're upset because a woman wouldn't shut up? Or like Sarah says, a woman has her freedom of speech? You're telling me as men, you're going to threaten a young lady that you're going to knock her the F out if she don't shut up? You couldn't take your butt outside and cool yourself down? You couldn't call your baby mama and tell her, yo, man, yo, I need to talk to somebody. You couldn't call your mom. This is how you handle, this is how we're handling things? This situation is totally disgusting. He was 100% wrong. And I know there are people out there that's going to say, Onslaught, that man lost his life. People are going to say, Onslaught, she could have shut up. People would say, Onslaught, his son could have just come in and fight him. He caused this on himself. He did. He had many opportunities within that 15, 20 seconds of the video that we saw. We don't know how the situation started. We just saw how it escalated. There was many times that him and her had the chance to leave the situation and not let it get to this. As a man watching this video, I am disgusted by how angry some people are that you cannot handle words. You can't handle self-control. You don't know how to remove yourself from a situation. You don't know how to shut the hell up. Everybody wants to be right. Hit the comment section. I want to hear what you guys got to say about this situation tonight. Again, today we're talking about cause and effect, man. You got to understand, people. You have to understand that every action, there's a reaction. Even if it's not a bad reaction, if it's a good reaction, everything that we do has an effect. Sarah has a comment. Sarah says, violence is #real. Mr. Malloy has a comment. Mr. Malloy says, yes, he said it earlier, just wish they both had the opportunity to handle the situation better, to show the youth, to grown folks how to handle conflict. Sarah says, karma has receipts. We don't know how many women he brutalized before this day. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for dropping that, Sarah. Let me show you guys something else. Hold on. Thank you for that, Sarah. Thank you for putting that up there. I have another piece of info that I have to put up. Sarah, thank you for that. You just reminded me. Hold on a second. Sarah, you are a lifesaver. It's my girl Sarah in the chat. New York Knicks, let's go. All right, let's see. Let me see if I have the right one here. Give me a second, y'all. Let me pull up this right here for y'all. Let me pull this up here for you guys. Okay, where we going? Okay. Okay, so this is a piece of one of the reports that was there It said the shooting was recorded by surveillance video, not the cell phone video. So they have video of the cell phone footage, and they have video from the restaurant as well. Officials say Hood and her son later turned themselves over to police. Prosecutors said Hood has a valid firearm. Hood, that's the young lady. She has a valid firearm owner's identification card and a concealed carry permit. Sarah said, why does a 14-year-old boy have a firearm? The mother has a carry permit, not the boy. All right. Tammy DeLeo's in the building. Tammy, thanks for coming through. Tammy is here. Tammy said there are receipts out there. He was very violent towards women. That is, thank you for that as well, Tammy. Let me get to that. You guys are putting up some really good points tonight. Thank you guys for putting up these points. Let me get to that. Where is it? I got that one. Hold on. Let me make sure. Hold on. No, that's not it. Hold on a second, guys. I got another one I got to show you guys. Let me see if this is it here. All right. Let's see. Okay, where is it? Why can't I find this piece? Let me put it up here. Hit that like button down below, you guys. Okay. Okay. Okay, all right. So, this is a piece of information from the news. It says, Hood, which is, again, is the mother, Hood and her son were initially charged with one count of first-degree murder. Hood was also charged with contributing to the delinquency of a minor. All charges have since been dropped. Community activist Jamal Green said the shooting was self-defense, and they quote, I would never praise a situation that ends in violence. In this case, the young man did what he felt like he needed to do, Green says. Attorney for Hood, this is the mother, her attorney claims that Brown is a young man that lost his life. Attorneys for Hood, this is what Tammy is saying, this is what Sarah is saying, claim Brown was out on a bond for a firearm offense at the time of the shooting. So, again, I don't have a lot of information on the young man, on his background, but the attorneys do have information that he was out on a firearm charge. So attorneys for Hood claim Brown was out on bond for a firearms offense at the time of the shooting. They said Brown has a documented criminal history of being violent against African American women. Let me repeat this. Tammy, thank you for that. Sarah, thank you for that. Thanks for pointing this out. Let me repeat this again, guys. Let me repeat this again. Attorneys for Hood claim that Brown, which is the young man that lost his life, he was out on bond for a firearm offense. And at the time of the shooting, they said Brown had a document. When you have a document, it's documented. It's like a rap sheet. It's like a file they have on you. They said Brown had a documented criminal history of being violent against African American women. It sounds like he likes to hit women. I'm not saying that is what he is, but from the words of what that just said, it sounds to me like he likes to beat on women. Hit the comments. Let me know how you guys feel. Hit the comments. Let me know how you guys feel. This is the young man that pulled the trigger. And this is his mom, Miss Hood. Kenny B is in the chat. Kenny B, thanks for coming through. Kenny B says facts. Mr. Malloy has another comment. Mr. Malloy said, for every action There is a reaction. We started off the show talking about cause and effect. We started off the show talking about angry black men. And I'm just titling it that. There's a lot of angry white men, angry Spanish men, angry Puerto Rican. There's a lot of angry. I'm focusing on us right now. We have to look each other in the eye. We have to look ourselves in the mirror and find out why are the rise of fight videos online. Why is it that a young lady is going to her graduation and she needs to pull the mic away from the teacher and make a scene, slam the mic on the floor, and then when the other video comes out, the young lady was passing the mic back and forth to everyone? Why are we seeing young men shooting each other every day? Every day you can see a video of young black men taking each other's lives. Every day you go online, you will see a video of somebody going into a department store, filling their bag and running out, and wants to fight the security who's working there, wants to fight the workers that's working there. Every day you go on to social media, you see black folks fighting. Why? Why are we so angry? Why can't somebody say something to you and you walk away from the situation? Why does everyone have to be retaliatory? Is retaliatory a word? I don't know if retaliatory is a word. I want to go back to the picture because I don't want this video to be anything other than what it is. I don't want this to be anything than what it is. If you haven't seen the video, it's hard to watch. When I first watched the video, I not that I couldn't believe it, I was in disbelief and I was in disgust. Because that man looks like he's well built. He looks well built. He looks like he takes care of himself. His body looks in shape. And that man stood there and told that young lady in that restaurant, if you say another word to me, I'm going to knock you the F out. That man wound up. He wound up and hit that young lady numerous times. Listen, I've seen people get knocked out for easier punches than that. That man wound up and hit that young lady because she was talking back to him. Because she had the audacity to be, like Sarah said, to be free, to have a freedom of speech. Young men out there right now, if you're watching this video, listen. Cause and effect is real. Karma, I don't know about karma. I don't know about karma. Mr. Malloy says every action has a reaction. It's real. We have to learn how to have self-control. Even if that young lady was speaking up for herself, did not feel like she needed to shut the hell up, that man was wrong. And in the end of all of it, and I know Sarah brought up a great point. Sarah brought up a point that why does a 14-year-old have a gun? And I from watching the video, There are other videos out there where you see the mother go back out to the car, and the son was in the car. So I guess the mother went back out to the car, says something to the son, came back into the restaurant, and then the son followed her back into the restaurant. So like they said in the news that the mother has a permit to carry. So it may be that she had the pistol in the car. She went back to the car, told her son, I'm having an argument with somebody inside there. He came back. He probably took the gun out the car. I don't know. It's all going to come out. From what I'm seeing, from what I'm gathering, if she had a carry permit and the gun was in the car, it's looking like he took it out of the car, brought it to the restaurant, saw the altercation, saw that they were arguing. He didn't come in blasting. He didn't come in the restaurant blasting. You could clearly see him standing at the door watching the argument. And at the moment that man put his hands on his mother, that is when he pulled out and laid him down. Every action has a reaction. We got some more comments in the comment section. Sarah has a comment. Sarah says, Brown did this to himself. This should be a humbling message to all of us. Be mindful about how you treat people. Karma is real. I agree. I agree with Sarah when she says be mindful how you treat people. Like nowadays, you don't know who's doing what. There's a video I watched some months back where there were some people in a McDonald's having an argument, and there's a black man with a tank top, and they're punching on the black man, punching on him, having fun, laughing that they're punching on the guy. And the guy is calm as hell. He's calm as he walks over to a table, he has a backpack. He goes into his backpack and he pulls out a hatchet. 2 seconds ago, they were punching on the guy, laughing, beating him up. The man calmly walks over to another table, takes his backpack off of his back, goes into the backpack, and he pulls out a hatchet. Be mindful of how you treat people. Learn self-control. Parents, fathers, mothers, grandmas, uncles, aunts. We need to do a better job teaching our young folks self-control. And again, like I said earlier, this man has, I think he has 2 kids. He had 2 children. But like Tammy pointed out and Sarah pointed out, he has a history. He has a documented history of putting his hands on women. This may not be the first time. We all know how it happens. We all know we all know within the next few weeks, more information is going to come out. And I'm going to show you guys another picture here. So, like I said, the mother and the son were initially arrested. Initially, after the shooting, they turned themselves in, and they were initially arrested. I think there was like a $2 million bond on the mother's name, and like Sarah says, the young man was 14, shouldn't have be in possession of a handgun, but as of yesterday, the murder charges have been dropped. District Attorney's Office says, based upon the facts, evidence, you see the video, You guys saw the video. They were initially charged. The mother was initially charged and the son was charged. She was charged with murder. After the video, after the district attorney saw the video, based upon the facts, evidence, and the law, we are unable to meet our burden of proof. And she has since been released and she is now out free. And I believe she is also suing. I don't know if it's the city or she's suing, but she's suing. I'll find that information for you guys soon. Let me hit some more comments here. Thanks for coming through, everybody. Mr. Malloy says, calmer. Mr. Malloy says, at Sarah, says, Sarah, you are speaking facts. And Sarah said, Brown did this to himself. This should be a humbling message to all of us. Be mindful how you treat people. Thank you for that, Sarah. Thank you for that, Mr. Malloy. Mr. Malloy also says, Sarah also said, thank you, Mr. Malloy. Sarah says, the universe is precious and powerful. It will course correct itself. Sarah with the gems. Yo. Again, I want to say thank you for everybody for joining the stream. And I want to end this by saying that after watching that video, after watching that 15, 20 seconds of video, that man was totally in the wrong. Totally in the wrong. And I want you guys to drop your comments. If you're watching this later on, you're watching this right now, drop your comment. Let me know how you guys feel about this. But it is never okay. It is never okay to put your hands on somebody else. Whether it's a man putting his hands on a woman, whether it's a woman putting her hands on a man, whether it's a man putting her hands on a man, woman on a man, it is never okay to lose your self-control that much that you put your hands on somebody. Because look at the cause and effect. Look what happened. That man lost his life. That woman had to go to jail. Now her life is changed forever. Who knows what's going to happen to her son? He's only 14. What's going to happen with him in the future? Young man that died, Brown, who got taken out. He has 2 children. What's going to happen to his kids? And I saw a story that Nicki Minaj also wants to pay for his college or something. Nicki Minaj always doing something crazy. But we got to learn to control ourselves, people. All right? Sometimes it's okay to walk away. It's okay to say, you know what? You got this, man. It's all right. Go outside, get some fresh air, come back in. Let that person get off. They don't want to cut the line. Sometimes you have to go do your thing, man. But it's never okay. It's never okay for a man to put his hands on a woman like that. That is totally 100% unacceptable. And I'm going to end the show with Kenny B. Kenny B has a comment. Kenny B has a thumbs up. Says, great show. Thank you very much, Kenny B, for coming through. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Mr. Malloy. Thank you, Tammy DeLeo. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, everybody, for coming through. Don't forget to share the video. And y'all take care of yourselves. I'm going to see y'all next week on the next episode of